So I get all these epiphanies when I'm coming home from the gym and I have to stop. I have really good lighting and do these quick videos. So I have this here. Are you afraid to marry or afraid to merge? Now, this is my women over 40, especially for y'all, but it's relevant for all women. But I'll tell you, my women over 40, this one is tough, right? So you all will send me messages. I'm all, I don't know if I want to get married. And you know what? Here's the thing. Especially if you've already been married, you probably have a house or a nice apartment. You probably have nice furniture. You have 20 plus years of stuff, photos, furniture, your plates, your glasses, and I'm just using them type of things, your rugs. You know, I had a designer come in and design my home. It was gorgeous. And I found that there's no challenge. I'm not afraid to marry. For me, there was a challenge as looking at it from merging our spaces. So I actually moved with my Superman, my soon-to-be husband. Yeah, y'all, I'm getting married. I'm off the block and spoken for. I'm so excited. And I found that was a challenge for me. And I had to talk through it with my therapist, because when I first moved, I was staying here and it was about 6 months. And he's like, look, you're here. You know, he made room in his closet. He has this huge, like, walk-in closet. And I mean, I've never seen any, well, I don't think I've ever seen anyone with as many clothes as he has. He has clothes in the main master bedroom and all the other bedrooms. I mean, coats downstairs, everywhere. So he cleared half that closet off. I mean, half, you know, here. Shoes, my shoes, he put all, you know, I keep them in plastic containers. He put all my shoes up. And he made room for me. And then I wanted my bookshelves from my office, or excuse me, from my home. He put them in our sitting room that's outside of our master bedroom. So it really came down to, you know, my dining room set, my couch and all of that, my rugs. And I had, again, nice things. And it's kind of like, I was like, what are you going to do with all my stuff? He's like, oh, just, you know, sell it or give it away. And I'm like, oh, and I didn't realize how that would make me feel. Remember, women are feelers. You know, these men talk about, oh, women talk about it all, how they feel. Yes, y'all, because we're women. You want us to think like and want like you, then we would be men or masculine. And that's not what women do. Some of the men need to read The Way of the Superior Man so they understand how women operate, okay? So there had to be a time where I merged. And when I talked through with my therapist, I was like, you know, I don't know where this fear is coming from. And it really was, I needed to make the home feel like my home too. And he told me this months ago, I have a white male therapist, believe it or not, y'all. And he's been the best therapist that I've actually had. I've had therapy for years and years. I've had a white woman, I've had black women, and now I have a white male. So you might have to shift it up sometimes, okay? I also have a life coach, and I also have a business coach. I also have an astrologist. Like, I'm really trying to live my best life. So anyways, I didn't do it. I had some pictures and things out. Didn't do it. I didn't even have any mail come to my fiance's home, and I was here a year. Okay, over a year before finally he was like, when I let go of the lease at my place, and he's like, you don't have any mail come here. I'm like, you know, everything's online. It goes to my office. He was like, your mail forwarded. And I don't know what it was, but I was holding on really tight to my space. Now, here's the thing. I had a fear of abandonment. Okay, and I'm going to go into that in depth in another video, because there's a book I'm going to reference. And because of that, I really need to feel safe and have a space. So when I let go of my apartment, I had my office. Okay, I still have my space to go to. And my business coach was like, you know, looking at the numbers, you sure you need the space? You're never there. I hadn't been there for about 6 months to work in my own office. No, I got to keep my space. In case I want to go. I got my Tesla so I could travel back and forth. And I'm not even going into the space, okay? So when I let go of the space, merging again, that's when I had my meltdown, okay? And what I realized is I really had to make sure that I put the pictures up, that I felt like this was not his space, that this was our space. Now, he didn't do anything to make me feel like it was his space. From the time that I kept staying and actually kind of moved in, he was the one that encouraged that. He wanted me here, okay? And it took a lot of time for me. So for my over 40 women, I get it. Some of you all, I mean, oh my God, I have a friend that just recently purchased a home. Ooh, it is gorgeous. Oh my God. But I'm like, okay, you're not married. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, your husband, like your boyfriend's gonna come live here. Yeah, he'll live here. You all have to think about how these men, especially masculine energy men, my one for that. He was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna live with you. But I know masculine energy men, and life happens, especially watching these videos. They went through a divorce. They lost a lot of money. You know, they're set back like 20 years with these divorces, with their retirements, alimony, child support. He might be living with a friend or his brother or his mom. And trust me, you know, I can't tell you all our business, but give some of these men a chance. Some of y'all laughing like, y'all don't know these stories. We all have stories. I'm telling y'all. Don't let single women keep you single. So my point of it is, and you don't know if he's living with somebody saving and building a house. Well, he built his house a few years ago. So really talk through it with a therapist to find out, are you really afraid to marry or are you afraid to merge? Because you're going to have to give something up, sis. I'm sorry. You are, okay? I do recommend meeting with the lead attorney. Believe it or not, I did. Because I have my divorce attorney and I was thinking about a prenup, but then my divorce attorney knows me really super well. I do believe that he has my best interest in mind, but he knows me well too. I've known him probably almost 10 years. So, I need somebody that knows, like, just objectively looks at it from high level. And for some of you that are afraid to marry, you need to look at it from a prenup standpoint. I have a friend that does, I have friends, all my friends make over multiple six figures. It's so funny, like all of them make over 100, well, at least 100. And I know Kevin said that less than, I think 9% of women make over 75. So like all of my friends in my small circle are business women or high earning professionals. And she said, her man wants to get married, but she's the breadwinner. And she said, I'm going to feel more comfortable probably with a prenup, but that's fine. But think about, find the root of the fear. Because if you're afraid to marry, you're probably afraid to merge. And think about what you're going to have to give up and start releasing it now. What I started doing when I knew, releasing it, find a family. We actually ended up giving it to a single mom that was a family member. A lot of my office, workspace, we brought down a lot of it. There were a couple of things that I left behind that I could sell. But think about where the root of the fear. Are you afraid to marry? Are you afraid to merge? And don't hold on to stuff and miss out on an amazing masculine energy man. Okay? Leave me a comment below and let me know if you understand the basis of your fear and what you're going to do about it. Okay? Get you a therapist, someone that you can be naked with and talk through all of these challenges with. And I really feel like we need therapists for a lifetime, because I feel like when I talk with mine, I talk to my therapist one week, my life coach the next, my therapist, my life coach, and I feel like I'm going up the rough side of the mountain sometimes, and sometimes I'm sliding down the smooth side, and we laugh about it. But there are just life challenges, things that we're not thinking about, triggers from childhood, and you want to make sure that you're a whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing broken woman. Okay? All right, sis, leave me a comment below. Who's going to be the spark to ignite the conversation? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.